Oh, hello. I know, right?
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my new Deadpool 3 video. Ryan Reynolds just dropped a new teaser to celebrate the anniversary of the leak of the original Deadpool test footage from way back in Comic-Con 2014, just because we had Comic-Con this past week. So there's a whole bunch of Easter eggs. He was talking about Deadpool 3 again recently, so we'll break it all down. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We'll do a new Amazon giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and let me know what you want them to do with Deadpool 3 at Marvel Studios. When he posted this, he also dropped a funny joke about why Deadpool 3 is taking so long, because he's quote-unquote so busy trying to solve the mystery of the leak, even though it's not really that big of a mystery. If you don't watch a lot of true crime television, it's just that he dropped this Deadpool teaser that's done in the parody style of Unsolved Mysteries with a similar eerie theme music. If you're not familiar with that TV show, Unsolved Mysteries is a real TV show. It's been around for forever. The title is self-explanatory. It's all about mysteries that have not been solved yet. You may remember last year, right after Avengers Endgame, as we were heading into Comic-Con, the big Marvel Phase 4 panel, Ryan Reynolds dropped this to celebrate and to hype up Deadpool inside the MCU. Like, where was the leak? Where did it come from? Who did this? He even made a joke about Marvel Phase 5, because that's basically the time frame we're talking about when they would release Deadpool 3, just based on all the movies they've already scheduled through Marvel Phase 4. Most of you probably remember the original test footage leak, but the whole joke here in the fact that it's a quote-unquote unsolved mystery is actually Ryan Reynolds himself is the person that leaked the footage. In fun fact, that's not actually Ryan Reynolds filming those scenes at the end of the movie fighting Wolverine with his mouth sewn shut. That's actually a stunt double. That was Scott Adkins. I know because most people remember him from his Batman auditions because we almost had Scott Adkins Batman. But he filmed all those martial arts fight scenes, and then they just used post-production to make it look like Ryan Reynolds' face. So Ryan Reynolds didn't even find out about these scenes till after they had finished them, and just said, what the hell is going on with this? Cut to several years later, he was finally able to clean up the timelines in the Deadpool 2 post-credit scene, and get a little bit of a Hugh Jackman cameo, even though technically it's not a new scene. It's not new Hugh Jackman footage.
Hey, it's me. Don't scratch. Just cleaning up the timelines.
If you zoom in and enhance on his little teaser photo here for Deadpool 3 in the leak, you can actually see he put Hugh Jackman himself on here, like Hugh Jackman leaked the test footage. He put Blake Lively, his wife, on here. He even put Betty White on here too. She was filming promos for the first Deadpool movie, but they didn't use her quite as much for Deadpool 2. I did a video a little while ago talking about some Deadpool 3 production updates. It's still in development. They're still writing the script, as Ryan Reynolds has said. Morena Baccarin, who plays Vanessa, was also talking about coming back as Vanessa in Deadpool 3. She said that because they're still writing the script, she doesn't know exactly how her character figures into Deadpool 3, but she would continue with the franchise. Josh Brolin said he wants to continue as Cable, and Kevin Feige said way back when we were still getting hyped up about Infinity War and Thanos, he said that it wasn't a big deal for him to go from playing the motion capture Thanos to playing live action Cable, so it doesn't sound like Kevin Feige has any issues with bringing Cable back in the movies. But as far as I know, the only big character from the first two Deadpool movies that isn't coming back is actually TJ Miller. He was actually supposedly out before the movie came out. There were a couple of controversies going on with him in real life, so they kind of downplayed his character during Deadpool 2. So if we get to Deadpool 3 and you wonder why there's no Weasel, even though he was pretty solid in the first film, then that's why.
Wade, you look like a trash can full of shit was placed on your shoulders and then you were in a train fire.
Ryan Reynolds also did a big interview with Jimmy Fallon a little while ago too, talking about Deadpool in the MCU and the way that they're trying to figure out how to fit him in, but also keep him rated R.
Deadpool also Fox?
Deadpool, yeah, what was Fox, and then now it is in the hands of Marvel over there at Disney. Yeah.
And what and can those worlds be combined, or we don't know?
I see infinite possibility in either version. You know, if Deadpool were to be in the Marvel comic universe, I think, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe rather, I think it would be explosive and amazing and what a sandbox to play in. If Deadpool continued to get to just do his own thing and be his own thing, also just like infinite possibility. And you know, I mean, we have so much.
You made that
yeah.
your own thing. I mean, that
I love
just
it.
think that
I
nailed that.
do. I write it with two other guys, Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, who are geniuses and amazing in so many ways. And we just have so much fun. We actually write it right in here in this room where I'm sitting, and we just have the best time doing it together. So we hope that there's a lot more story to tell. So we hope we get to do that sooner.
There's a couple jokes that you told me about. I won't say now because I don't want to ruin it if it's in the third one, but it didn't make it to the second one, but it was really, really funny thing that was going on. I was like, oh, they'll never let you do that.
Yeah, you could fill a gymnasium with some of the jokes that got cut out of Deadpool 1 and 2 that would get us all arrested or turned into some sort of Disney liquid.
So as you can tell from what Ryan Reynolds is saying, like everybody is really excited about doing Deadpool 3. Marvel is excited about it. Kevin Feige is excited about it. Even the Disney CEO is excited about Deadpool. The reason why you just haven't heard about them actually putting it on the schedule, why there's no Marvel Phase 4 Deadpool 3 movie, is because way before the Fox deal was done, they'd already mapped out all their Marvel Phase 4 movies. So there weren't any actual open release dates for them to do it until Marvel Phase 5. And because the virus pushed all the Marvel Phase 4 movies by a year, we're now into like late 2022, 2023, and 2024 before they could even think about releasing Deadpool 3. So that's the simple reason why it's taking so long. What'll probably happen is we slowly start to see X-Men pop up in the MCU throughout Marvel Phase 4 and them tease new X-Men stuff. Then we'll start seeing them talk more about Deadpool 3. But just because it's going to take them a couple years to get to the actual movie doesn't mean that they'll wait that long to introduce Deadpool to the MCU. He could still always cross over with some other person's movie in some funny post-credit scene or a funny cameo scene. But like Ryan Reynolds and a lot of the other people the writers have said, typically when you would think about Deadpool in somebody else's MCU movie, which are typically PG-13, he wouldn't be quite as foul-mouthed or quite as hardcore. More like the Once Upon a Deadpool version of Deadpool, just making way more Disney, way more Avengers, way more Spider-Man jokes. You have to imagine now that he's in the MCU, they have free reign for him to reference anything that's ever happened in an MCU movie. And part of the fun of the character is that he doesn't always totally make sense, like the way he made fun of both of the different eras of X-Men films during the first Deadpool film. Are you talking about McAvoy or Stewart? These timelines are so confusing. He can totally do that for Marvel now. And for everyone that's been clamoring for a Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe movie, I feel like it would be a slam dunk opportunity for them to at least joke about Deadpool killing the Fox Marvel Universe in Deadpool 3, even if that's not the actual movie itself. Just have them kill off all the characters that they're going to recast for the MCU, and they just treat it like it's in an alternate universe. But just assuming they can do anything that they want, and Deadpool 3 is off in its own little bubble of continuity, what do you want them to do for the story of Deadpool 3? There's a bunch of stuff left over from Comic-Con that I haven't made videos for yet that I'll try to get to. Umbrella Academy Season 2 is also premiering on Netflix tomorrow, so I'll try to do some videos for that as well. Everyone click here for the Umbrella Academy Season 2 Episode 1 opening scene. It feels like it's right out of an X-Men movie. And click here for that brand new Marvel Hellstrom trailer and Doctor Strange 2 Easter eggs. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.